Yo, 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 it's your boy Matrix back with another crazy episode of customer service. With a customer that's not always right. My special guest today is my big cousin Keisha. Okay? She's a couple years older than me. You know what I mean? Maybe like 4 or 5, but she always used to beat me up. You know what I'm saying? You know, take advantage of me. Okay? But you know what's crazy? If somebody else touched me, she'd whip their ass. That's how we rolled, okay? She used to take, my grandma used to give me 50 cents. She used to take it from me, take my Twizzlers and my fruit snacks. But that's a whole nother story, I might need some counseling over that, but so what? Don't worry about it, okay? It's my big cousin Keisha, okay? Don't make me, I swing on you for my cousin. Do you understand what I'm saying? Y'all hear me. Don't play with me, okay? Cuz, tell them what you do for a living. We need to hear some of these stories.
All right, what up, y'all? This is Keisha. I'm a school bus driver. I've been driving school buses for 13 years. Whew. And I'm telling you, every day is crazy. Every day is something different.
I can imagine what you done seen.
Whew. Just yesterday, the boy, a teenager, stood up on the bus in the seat and literally walked every seat from front to back. Like, he would walk the seat, get down, step up and walk another seat. It just walk. He walked the whole. The school bus. The bus I drive is 72 passengers.
Oh, okay.
So you can imagine how long. I think it's like maybe 20 feet long.
Okay.
So you talking about a teenager who's like he taller than me. So I'm 5'6". So he like 5'10".
Okay. What was the reason for doing that?
Just the school get out at 3:00. So I get there like quarter of to load up.
Right.
And I pull out at 3:00. Okay. So I guess they get like antsy. Kids can't sit still.
Not at all.
Even teenagers, like they just don't sit still. So for that whole 15 minutes, he just was walking back and forth on the bus, but he would stand up on the seats. And the seats might be like maybe 3-4 steps.
Right.
Get down.
He was the only kid on the bus at this time?
No.
Okay.
He stepped on the first grader neck. The little boy was like, ow. That's when I was like, yo, man, you gotta sit down. And he was like, shut up, old lady bitch. I'm like, yo, you out of pocket for that.
Yeah. You gotta get dropped.
Yeah.
At this point, I know you can't do nothing.
Yeah, we can't.
Should have clotheslined the shit out.
Yeah. No, I wrote him up though. But no, we can't.
You gonna get this DDT?
Yeah. We can't do nothing to him, man. They out of pocket. But this is they get dropped off at them projects over there at 82nd and Lions. Okay. Like Richard Allen. Remember Richard Allen row homes?
Right.
They live in them row homes. And I hate to say it, but I expect that type of behavior from these little badass kids in the hood.
Oh my!
But it's crazy because the rest of that neighborhood, it's not that it's suburban, but it's middle class. Okay. Like out there by the airport, you gotta have a couple of dollars to live out there. Yes. But smack in the middle of that is them row homes, is them projects. Man. So them kids is out of pocket.
He said, shut the fuck up, old lady.
Shut the fuck up, old lady bitch.
Wow.
Now Monday, the little girl, she got on first grader. She just screaming, ah. I'm like, yo, you gotta calm down. Shut the fuck up. I'm like, what did you say? Shut the fuck up. A first grader. A 6-year-old.
I was gonna say that's like 7 years old.
Yeah, well, like 6.
Who taught you to curse?
Like 7. But I called her little brother. I'm like, yo, I'm kicking her off the bus. Like,
right.
Because if I let her say that, then all the rest of them gonna say it.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? So I kicked her off the bus for like a week. Wow. Now, after school, after I drop them off in the morning, I go get a cup of coffee every morning.
Right.
So I get the coffee, pull back up at the school. The mom pull up on me. Why the fuck can't my daughter go to school? Why can't she ride the fucking school bus? I'm like, because of that language right there. She's repeating everything you're saying. Well, she getting on this bus. Hold on. Don't get it twisted. I'm off the clock now. Don't let the school bus shit fool you. I am off the clock.
Don't get your clock.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
I'm about to blow your whistle.
yeah. So no, because the parents seem to attack when we on the clock.
Right.
But when I'm off the clock, y'all had nothing to say. Y'all always do it during school time. Yeah. When you know I can't.
You know you got the advantage.
But y'all so damn dumb. I know where y'all live. Y'all don't know where I live. Like if I wanted to be real grimy,
yeah.
Like, but I'm too old for that. Right. I'm 49, man. Like, but I'm saying what you not gonna do is roll up on me like that. Right. Like we can't have that.
Y'all dealt.
Yeah. You know. So now, 2 weeks ago, the same boy that was walking on the seats. Yeah. I'm driving. I'm like, what? I know I don't smell weed. I pull over. That little nigga back there lit a joint. Oh. Lit a joint. I'm like, first of all, where you get the joint from? Yeah. Second of all, yo man, you 14. They suspended him off the bus for 2 weeks. This is his first week back. That little nigga lit a joint. I'm like, yo, where you get that from?
This little boy is smoking weed at 14.
14.
On a school bus.
On the school.
So mind
you, he got two little brothers that ride and they following. They not smoking weed, but when he misbehaved, they misbehave. Yeah. So, yeah, man, it's crazy like that. And they look at you and lie right in your face. Now, Rob, we got this matrix. I'm sorry. We got a mirror like that sits above our front windshield. Right. And I let them know all the time, yo, this is a mirror. It's not glass, it's a mirror. I
can clearly see.
I can actually see you. Yeah. And be like, no, I ain't do that. I see you just did it. Like I seen you do it.
I can see you see me.
Right.
See you.
Right. And then it's no eating and drinking on the bus, Matrix. Like they just eat and throw it on the floor. Sandwiches, pretzels. Right now on my bus, I got to sweep my bus Monday. Right now on my bus, I got tasty cakes, fruit roll-ups, sandwiches. Yeah. I mean, just like they'll just eat the middle and leave the crust. They'll throw the crust. Like I got fruit roll-up boxes.
What's wrong with these kids?
Man, this a whole nother breed.
Yeah.
Clearly. This a whole nother breed. And it's getting worse and worse every year.
You're going to need the Avengers to beat these.
Yeah, I think I might need to just, I don't know. I've been thinking about packing it in for a long time, but I got to figure out what I'm going to do.
Right.
Like, I make all right money, Ralph. Like, I'm Matrix, I'm sorry. Sorry, y'all. I'm so used to calling him Ralph. It's my little cousin.
It's my government, y'all.
Yeah. But, you know, I make all right money. And so, for it to be part-time. Right. Like, I make $300 a day.
That's good.
So, any old way, not bragging or nothing, but that's good for it to be part-time.
Absolutely.
So, I don't know, man. It's getting worse and worse, and the parents don't believe nothing you say about their child. Oh no, my child don't cuss.
Because that's normal behavior for them. So
right,
you know the behavior that you're seeing is different because you're not expecting their kid to act that way. But that behavior is normal for them when they're around their mom and their dad. A lot of them, so they're like, ain't nothing wrong with it.
Right. So now I got two schools. My second school. Little fourth grader, I think he about 10. So he was eating Starburst. I said, yo, man, give me the Starburst because you eating them and just throwing a wrapper on the floor. Right. So he was like, I ain't giving you shit. I'm like, yo, man, you going to give me the Starburst. He's like, fuck you, old lady. I'll come up there and punch you in your face. I'm like, okay, you done pissed me off. I said, you could come up here, but I guarantee you ain't going to make it back to your seat.
Absolutely.
What you not gonna do is punch me in my face. So he pissed me off so bad, I pulled over. Put the bus in park. I went back and snatched the Starburst out of his hand. And I threw him out the window.
Yeah.
So now I said, yo, man, sit down. Like I said, I ain't fucking sitting down. All right, cool. Took him back to the school. Because we was like 2-3 blocks from the school. Took him back to the school. I'm not taking you home now.
Oh, these kids, they're different.
Peep this, though. So his mom had to come up and get him.
I bet.
The next day, his mom at the bus stop. I said, look, he told me, fuck you, get the fuck out my face. I'm like, I've never been disrespected like that by, not like that to this.
Yeah. It's a child.
She was like, well, I let him cuss, though.
Oh, what the?
Yeah. So she was like, I let him cuss. I was like, but, miss, he can't cuss on here. Because if I let him get away with that, then all the kids is going to want to cuss.
She pretty much.
She said, I let him cuss.
Are y'all, hold on. Are y'all hearing this? Somebody got to say these kids. I let my 10-year-old cuss. That child is going to be dead or in prison by about 17, 18 years. Oh, that's horrible.
Mind you, I had him since he was in the first grade. So I've had him for 4 years. For just the 4th year right here.
Gotcha.
I've had him since he was like 6 or 7. Yeah.
Sorry for that kid.
And it's getting worse and worse, man. Yeah.
As I said, the customer is not always right. They wild.
Yeah, they wild. And one more story. It's a Family Dollar around the corner from us. Mm-hmm. So I ride something in there. She wanted these tubs right here, right? Gotcha. So I go in there, Ralph, Matrix. I go in there. I say, I go to the door. Like I'm parked in front of the Family Dollar. Right. So I go to the door. I say, Mom, is this the size you want? The boy come from behind the counter, snatches the tub out my hand, and says, you stealing. I'm calling 911. I said, first of all, I never crossed the door, and you didn't have to snatch that out my hand like that. So he was like, yeah, you going to stay here till the cops come. I ain't staying no fucking where because I wasn't stealing.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So he pissed me off so bad, I snatched the tub back from him. He was like, I'll fuck you up in here. Nah, you won't do that, bro. We ain't doing that. Over a tub, over a $7 tub.
He overdoing his job.
But mind you, he had like 5 customers in line. Right. You came from behind. You stopped waiting on them.
Came from behind the counter. You're all the way wrong.
But Pete Matrix, I said, sir, young man, because he wasn't a sir. I said, young man, look at me physically. I'm a big girl. I can't run nowhere. Well, how am I still? It's not like I can run away. I mean, I can run, but how far am I going to get?
There's 63 cameras in here.
Mind you, for $7, I'm going to go to jail. Man, if you don't get the fuck out of here, he made me so mad. I threw the tub. Threw the tub. It's like, I'm out of here. I ain't been back in there since, but he made a big deal over a $7 tub. Mind you, I'm in the door. I never crossed the plank. And our rides are sitting in the... and she was like, no, this is too small. Right. Before she could say it, he just came and snatched it out my hand. You trying to steal? I'm calling 911 on your ass, bitch. Huh? Family Dollar right there on Trinidad Avenue. Yeah.
So we might need to get a lawyer.
Yeah.
This, call my peeps, okay? We need a lawyer, okay?
Yeah.
Y'all. Man.
Yeah, but that's just some of the hard stories. Now, a couple of years ago, I used to pick up this boy and girl, but they was, what's the word I'm looking for?
Special needs?
They weren't special needs. They was like above that.
Oh.
They was like a little delayed.
Okay. They would still call them special needs.
But they was teenagers.
Gotcha.
Like 14, 15. They would sit together every day. And I'm like, something said, Keisha, look up. I look up, the boy pounding her in the seat. He done stuck it in.
What the?
This was 2 years ago. It's a white boy and a black girl. Not that matter. I don't know what made me look up. But I look, because I pay attention to the road,
right.
Matrix, you know. But every now and then, if I'm at like a stoplight, I'll glance up just to make sure they sitting down.
Right.
Because they have to be seated at all times. So something said, Keisha, I don't know, I just looked up. He pounding this girl. I'm like, I stopped. Yeah, I stopped.
Bring it around.
I stopped immediately. I'm like, yo, y'all can't. But the other kids, they was like really special needs. Like they couldn't communicate.
Right.
They couldn't.
They was
they was the only two that could like talk.
Gotcha.
And was like considered, I guess, like somewhat normal.
Right.
But it was a special needs school.
Gotcha.
I'm like, man. So I told the mom. Well, the mom had gave the girl up, but the aunt was raising her.
Gotcha.
So I told the aunt when I got to the crib, she just like bust me in the head. Like, listen, this child done been pregnant twice. The aunt got her abortion. She got her tubes tied. She said boys and grown men take advantage of, because she had a body, Ralph. You know, Matrix. Right. She had a body, and she was built like a woman, but she was only like 14, and it was grown men, Ralph. That was.
How are y'all?
Yeah.
Grown men have access.
And I'm
to
like,
her?
if you talk to her, you can see she's special. But all you have to do is talk to her.
Men don't care. I've just been, as a man, I'm telling you, is dudes. I've heard dudes tell me.
Yeah.
I've seen dudes 40 tell me if she old enough to pee, she old enough for me. So some of these men out here don't care.
Yeah.
But she's special needs.
Yeah, she's special needs.
She's 14 and she's special needs. If you nasty, it's a special place in hell for you.
Yeah.
You don't do that.
And the mom, Ralph, the aunt, she lift up her shirt, and you can see Ralph, like, you know the line that the pregnant women get?
Yeah.
She had that line, Ralph. Like the aunt she got pregnant, and one of them, she had to, because, you know, the abortions cost money. So the aunt had to save up to get the abortions. So the doctor told her, listen, why don't we just get her tubes tied? Right. And the doctors tied her tubes because they seen that she was being taken advantage of. The aunt said it'd be like 30-year-old men that be having sex with this girl, man.
If she's 14-year-old, why are you not watching her that is 30-year-old men to have access
Listen,
to?
I said she run away and all of that. Right. So, yeah, man. Yeah. So.
Oh God, that is crazy.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's stories like that, man, that
if you're one of them gentlemen that have done anything like that, I'm not a religious person, but I promise you, I hope it's a special place in hell that exists just for you. That's crazy.
Yeah. Yep, man. But that's my story. But this happens. The stories I'm telling happen at least once a week. Oh, that's crazy. For whatever reason,
you parents, y'all better get your kids. First of all, let me take my cousin through this BS, and it just get your damn kids. Yeah. Who's raising? Is you raising the kid, or is the kid raising you, or is
they want to be friends? They not their parents, Ralph. They want to be friends. They want to be hip. They want to be cool. And see, Ralph, here's the thing, Matrix. The kids that I have, they parents are like 30, 29, 28, 30. And I'm like, I'm they grandma age. Right. Like when you think about it, like they got not great grandmas, but like grandmoms. Yeah. So
I'll be honest with you, man. I ain't letting that age be an excuse because guess what?
Yeah.
Really, it's about being raised. Okay, because if you 30 and your child 14, okay, cool. But who raised you that you're doing such a poorly job at raising her? Yeah. Like you said, if you 30 and your child 14, you're not supposed to be friends. It's okay to have a friendly relationship. Me and my child have a great friendly relationship. We laugh, we pick. You know, I go to his room, bust him up. He come out, he hit me. We have a friendly relationship. But, you know, when it's time to parent, it's time to parent. And that's 24/7, 365. Right. You know, you have to prepare these kids because one day you won't be here.
Yeah.
What the hell is wrong with you?
Yeah. And I'm going to tell you something else. The boy that was jumping from seat to seat, I talked to his father. His father had to come to the bus. And his father said he didn't know none of this.
Oh.
Because the school, because he worked. Right. He's raising the boy. Right. I don't know where the mom at, but he was like, look, he said, I work 6 days a week. Gotcha. And he was like, my son didn't tell me all of this because he thought he was going to get in trouble. And he was like, listen, he'll get in trouble, but it's not as bad as he think it is. You know what I mean? Like, I'll punish him and all of that. He was like, you see, he's too big for me to beat him, so it's not like I'm going to beat him. But, you know, a lot of these parents work, and a lot of times I don't even say nothing. Like, I got all their phone numbers and everything, but a lot of times they work, and I'm like, listen, they don't need to miss money.
Right.
You know what I mean?
You need to do a better job of raising your kids.
Yeah. But what I'm finding out too, a lot of these kids is coming from single parent homes.
Absolutely.
And a lot of them, especially in the projects, they grandmother. And Ralph, I'm talking like grandmas like I'm Ra's age. Right. In their 60s, trying to deal with teenagers.
You got health issues. You 65.
Yeah,
you can't keep up with no 14-year-old.
Yeah, you can't keep up with no 14-year-old. The one boy, he would stick his head out the window. You can't stick nobody parts out the window because when I'm turning, a pole could take your face off, a tractor trailer could come, anything. So I kicked him off the bus. I said, yo, man, I need to see somebody. His grandma came to the bus, Ralph. I felt so bad.
Elderly woman.
She was an elderly woman, and she was like, when I told her what he was doing, she was like, that's you. I knew you was doing it, and I know why this young lady kicked you off the bus. She was like, I'm telling you, I'm going to embarrass you. No, I can't hurt you. She was like, but I'm going to beat your ass on this bus in front of your friends. Mm. And I'm like, ooh.
That's old school, right?
Yeah, that's old school right there. School. I haven't had no problems out of them since.
Okay. You know what that is? What that is?
Yeah.
You got a stun gun out. Yeah. Come here. Let me show you. Yeah. Woke up on the floor.
Because he tall. He tall like you. You know when they get all tall and
OD, they start feeling themselves.
They start feeling themselves, and
that's probably what.
So I haven't had no problems out of him since. And now his little girlfriend, I done told her she like to grab his butt and grab his privates. I said, young lady, that's not how we don't do that. Yeah. First of all, you're a young lady. You sitting back there with all these boys. Because you know, Rob, the cool hip kids, they go in the back. Okay, cool, that's fine. But you're the only girl back there. It's 8 boys and you're the only girl.
Yeah, it's not a good sign, young lady.
I said, are you? And I talked with her mom 3 times. I'm not saying nothing else.
Oh, no. Yeah.
I'm done.
It's not your job even raising them.
Because, but like I tell the kids, you can try to lie all you want, but it's video and audio.
Oh, that's good then.
It's video and audio, so you can make up anything you want. When they pull that tape, it's a wrap. Yeah, so, it's crazy like that. Like once or twice a week from September to June. Yeah.
Oh my God. Listen, cuz, I am glad to have you on the show. I'm glad you shared your stories with us. Greatly appreciate it. We're about to roll out, y'all. You hear the show. You hear the episodes, okay? This is season 1, okay? Dropping it on y'all, okay? Listen, before you roll out, do me a favor. Don't forget to tip your waiter. We out.
Peace.